during the regular season. They were the ones who won the series during the regular season, so we knew the postseason was going to be a great series, and that's exactly what we've got. Maria Taylor, alongside the Hall of Famers, still here with you. We were taking it in right there in that tunnel over there. Carmelo Anthony, Tracy McGrady, they didn't want to sit down. They wanted to make sure they saw everything. But every time Wemby made a great play, you guys just looked at each other and it's like, at some point, it's becoming unguardable. It feels unguardable, but he stepped up, hit a 28-footer. We saw, the assist from Stephon Castle. The way that he played down the stretch, it was necessary, and it was on point.
Well, he kicked the game off with 10 and 10 in the first quarter, so that told me that he was locked in, ready to go. And then just the boxing match, the heavyweight boxing match that was going back and forth, the jab, the jab, the jab, the jab. And Wemby answered, OKC answered, Wemby answered, Caruso answered, Wemby answered, J-Dub answered. It was just one of them great games. To me, it was an instant classic game that you go back and watch this game on the Western Conference Finals. But let's talk about Wemby. I know everybody's going to talk about Wemby. We've never seen this before. I mean, he pulled up for three. He got a block. He got a and-one dunk. He got a one-handed dunk. He was still on the ground.
Anything you could do in a game,
Anything you could do in a basketball game. So when you watch that, and guys who've done this at the high level, at the highest level,
you got to marvel at that.
We as a fan of the game, to see what Wemby did tonight and see how he dominated the game in every aspect of the game.
This was a heavyweight battle. I mean, to see. This took me back.
That one right
this
there.
took me back on this floor watching Steph Curry come across that half court and hitting that shot on OKC. Wow. He's doing this in the Western Conference Finals. I mean,
during overtime. That wasn't in the middle of the game. It was absolutely necessary to stay in and win the game, push it to double overtime. They needed it.
He played a whole game. Man played 48 minutes.
48.
Right? And to have the energy to do that, that's the determination. That's him wanting to be the best player on the floor every single time, to win his team to wield his team to a win. We've never seen anything like this. The domination on the defensive side, play after play after play. I mean, you might get it from, some other guys on your team. It seemed like he was making every play that was to make on both ends of the court. When it comes to the San Antonio Spurs, man, it's a very young team, but it's a bunch of guys that really, truly believe in themselves and the ability to get this done this year. I know we talk about the young and inexperienced. They're experienced.
Yeah. And by the way, listen, Dylan Harper had to jump into the lineup because we found out De'Aaron Fox was not playing due to an ankle injury. He entered the game questionable. So that meant their starting lineup, no one was over 25 years old. So this was a young team that had to come on the road. They all had the blue shirts on that said Oklahoma, Loud City. They don't sit down till they score. We can barely hear or think. But you would just see this young team. This was the test. This was like, are you going to answer the call? And every single time it needed answering, they did.
Well, that was one of the questions coming into this game. Can the young squad, can the young group of guys, what they call them, what De'Aaron Fox called them, the others, they call them something else. But when you talk about what they brought to the game and coming into this actual game and what they was able to do, they were able to show OKC different looks, give them different looks throughout the course of the game. They didn't defend Shea the same way. Everybody defended him totally different. Shea, to me, felt like he was trying to figure out every play, how to figure out what defense that they was giving. But Dylan Harper, when you talk about a rookie, you're talking about somebody who's 20 years old, the number 2 pick. You're talking about somebody who's coming in here game 1 of the Western Conference Finals with no fear, actually putting his team on his back, taking over Fox being injured and being out. When we talked about Fox, we thought that was to be a major asset to this, to this team. But Dylan Harper stepping up and doing what he did. For me, 8 for 20 as a rookie in the game 1 of the Western Conference Final tells me a lot. Tells me a lot that coach got a lot of confidence in Dylan.
And if you look at it, when they needed buckets or when they came out of a timeout, they went to Dylan sometimes.
After a turnover,
Think about that. You go into a rookie. You know how much confidence your group got to have in you to go to a rookie in this situation? That has to give you the utmost confidence as a player. But when I look, again, Castle, we talked about this in the beginning about not having Fox, having turnovers, right? When they put that pressure on you, Castle being able to handle that pressure and turn the ball over. Tonight he had 11 turnovers. And to come out of here with a victory, having 11 turnovers. He did have 11 assists, so it kind of wipes everything, cancels everything out. But I think not having Fox at the end of that game, it showed the inexperience in the young players.
Yeah, listen, we still saw Dylan Harper with 24 points. He's actually making his way over here, so we're going to get a chance to talk to him, which is absolutely awesome. But again, a guy that's been coming off the bench. He had 4 starts during the regular season. This was his first start in a playoff game. He's a rookie, and he's here now. Let's talk about it.
He's one of the band of brothers I was trying to figure out. The band of brothers I was trying to figure it out.
Oh, congratulations, Dylan. We appreciate you joining us. Okay, my first question is, when did you find out you were about to be starting in this game, your first playoff start?
About 60 minutes on the clock. Yeah, about 60 minutes.
And what was your reaction when you found out?
Let's go.
Next man up.
Let's go.
Let's go. Let's go get a win.
And that's exactly what you did with 24 points. Describe what you were looking for, what worked for you when you were in the starting lineup and they needed a bucket.
I think just being me, going into the game and just being in attack mode no matter what. If shots fall or not, just keep on going and going.
So in a game 1 in the Western Conference Finals, obviously the stakes are high. You find out 60 minutes before you have to go out there and, get your first start. Who talks to you, calm you down to help you understand what's at stake?
Really, everyone. I think Fox put me to the side. Rashad put me to the side. A little bit of everyone. Mitch talked to me right before the game and just told me be me, be confident, and just keep doing what I'm doing.
You was confident. 20 shots tonight.
Not shy. We're shooting. And we'll shoot.
I want to talk about your sacrifice that you had to you had to make throughout this course of the season. No Fox coming in as a number 2 pick. A lot of people had questions about that pick in San Antonio. Tonight, was it about you proving to everybody that this pick was here to stay, or was it about you just coming in and doing what you have to do and sacrificing what you have to sacrifice in order for this team to win?
I think a little bit of both. I think it was me proving to myself why I belong on this court. But, I mean, me and you talked about this before I got drafted. It was more of Fox is a great point guard. He's going to help and teach me. And I think that him teaching me the whole season, me kind of having to play that backseat role kind of helped me for today.
So you're going up against the champs. You're going up against an MVP. Did it feel like you was in the Western Conference Finals tonight?
Yes.
Or?
It was loud.
Different, so it did feel different.
So I want to ask you, what was the challenges that it posed to you?
Just staying poised throughout the game. I mean, game of runs, 40. And they make shots. They're a great team, and we just had to keep on just fighting and fighting and fighting. So the biggest thing was just staying poised throughout it all.
Let's talk about Wemby a little bit, because when we saw him cross over the half-court line and knock down this 28-footer, we said, all right, okay.
It was right here, right?
It was right on the other side, I think. Right over there. It was right over there. Dylan knows. He knows exactly where it was. But some of the things that he was doing to make sure y'all not only stayed in the game, but were able to win this game on the road as a player, as a teammate, being on the court for some of that, just describe what you see in the moment.
I mean, he's a great leader. I think that he kind of set the tone with just his energy, just his force, and just his dominant, his outlook on the game. Coming in the game, for him, it was more just, how do I get everyone involved and how do I just put an imprint on the game? And he did that times 10 today.
What's your career high in minutes?
Today?
On today.
You know how many you played
46?
tonight?
28.
46?
I don't know how many I played tonight.
46 minutes,
Oh,
bro.
my God.